Deputy Neasa Hourigan.
Okay, thank you to our witnesses today. Could you outline your view on the use by the HSE of the Mental Health Commission's inspection report to justify the closure of the Owen O'Curra Centre?
So, I'm not going to speak about the Owen O'Curra Centre.
On what basis are you not going to speak on the Owen O'Curra Centre?
A few of us have questions and it's otherwise, so
Yeah, okay, so, I mean...
If you could just give us your basis for saying that you're not going to discuss the...
Okay, so look, I understand and I appreciate, that this is a time of significant change for people, residents in Owen O'Curra.
Sorry, Mr. Farrelly, if there's a legal reason that you cannot talk about Owen O'Curra, could you just...
Sorry, am I allowed to answer?
You are, but I just want to be clear about what my question is. My question is there some specific... There's no need to be so conflict-based with me. I'm just asking you to let me know if there's a particular reason why we can't talk about Owen O'Curra. It would be very standard across all the committees I sit on to use examples.
Okay. So providers are required, our regulatory process, right, what we have to do is, it involves the Inspector of Mental Health Services inspecting against the regulations. I suppose we don't want to be drawn into comment or conjecture or discussion on any individual centre and this centre because it really could prejudice any regulatory action that we may need to take. Okay,
are you in the process of a legal procedure on Owen O'Curra?
No, I said regulatory
action. It has a statutory footing. Are you in the process of that?
In the process of?
Of some kind of a regulatory implementation? Yeah. Yes, you are. Yes. Mr. Kieran is answering. Yes, we are. Okay, when did that commence?
Again, we regulate in accordance with the Mental Health Act and the regulations made thereunder as part of the escalation and enforcement processes prescribed in law and as part of the due process, to be fair to the providers of that service. We have to comply with the law and we don't comment on... Okay,
on the 18th of November you commented to a national newspaper on Owen O'Curra. You said that there had been a recent inspection. You mentioned the fact that there were 6 residents as opposed to the 19 residents who lived there. You commented on the closure order. You commented on the HSE services. You commented on the residents' rights and you commented on the appropriate safeguards that were installed. You did that on the 18th of November. So again, my question is there some legal change? The Irish Examiner, yeah. Yeah, so my question is, if I can make my question, is there some kind of a legal change in terms of the commencement of some kind of enforcement between the 18th of November when you saw fit to comment on Owen O'Curra to a national newspaper and today?
Yes, so it is an evolving process. It is close engagement with the service. It is implementing the regulations under the 2001 Act and the registration requirements associated with that. So there is due process associated with that. Providers have a right to reply, and
Mr. Kernan, you said that, and I totally accept that. My question is, between the 18th of November and the 8th of December, has the situation changed whereby you can speak to a media outlet, but you cannot speak to an Oireachtas committee under privilege?
So can I answer that, Deputy? Just to be clear.
Well, sorry, Mr. Farley, my question was to Mr. Keenan.
Yes, there is...
I'll bring you in after, if that's okay.
There is... I don't want to say any more than there is a process underway which we can't undermine.
That's fine to say there's a process, but can you speak to the dates? The 18th to the 8th, is there a significant difference in your position?
Yes.
Okay, so when did that... What was the date that commenced?
Okay, so I'm not getting into the regulatory process with an individual
Well, we're here to discuss that.
So you might let me speak now, please.
Mr. Farley, there's really no need to take that tone with me. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of it.
You're taking a particular tone.
Okay, go ahead.
So, just to be clear, what is in the Examiner, some of the articles in the Examiner aren't necessarily what we're saying or said. There's an awful lot of information being put out in the Examiner. We get loads and loads of questions from particular people.
So, Mr. Farley, we're talking about a particular article now. So we're talking about a particular article. Right. Are you saying then that nobody from the Mental Health Commission gave information around the fact that you are confident that the HSE services are in place to uphold residents' rights and ensure appropriate safeguards?
we didn't. We're not saying that. We're saying the obligation is on the HSE to have those things in place for all residents.
Okay.
So what people, a journalist, takes and then puts in an article isn't necessarily
Somebody did
what we
speak
say.
to that then.
All residents, that's the point. All residents are required to have that.
Mr. Farley, can you take my point?
Okay, so can I just answer? I am not going to prejudice our capability to ensure that the residents and the people in Onacurra get the best they can from us. Can I just say,
Mr. Farley, you referred to Onacurra. Actually, that's not true. I don't know if it was you who gave this quote, but Onacurra is referred to by yourselves. And I'm trying to get to the bottom of why. I have many questions. Sorry, can I just finish my sentence? I have many questions about Onacurra, but we have started this process by saying, you have started this process saying we're not talking about Onacurra. And I'm trying to get to the bottom of why is that the case? Because the normal practice at a committee is if you're going to come in and say, I'm not talking about that, and it would be completely normal for committee members to cite examples in their lived life around how this is all working out. That would be completely standard. But from your point of view, the standard practice is for you to notify the committee that there is some legal reason why that can't be and to outline that for the committee. Now, that is not the case here. You cannot come to a committee and say, there's something regulatory going on, we're not talking about it. No, I'm sorry, committees don't work that way. And you don't get to come in here and say, we're not talking about that. You have to give reasons, actual reasons.
Okay. Well, thank you for your comments. Can I just say, we understand and appreciate this is a time of significant change for residents and staff in Onacurra.
I think you said that.
Okay. This committee has a terms of reference that we've come in to help the committee. Which
is about decongregated settings, which is what is happening at Onacurra. So it is within the terms of reference, Mr. Farley. I don't want you to imply to this committee that it's not within the terms of reference, because it absolutely is. Okay.
We don't want to be drawn into comment, conjecture or discussion on any individual centre, as it could prejudice any regulatory and enforcement action.
Which regulatory and enforcement? Okay. I'm just asking you to outline what the regulatory enforcement is.
I'm just saying we're not.
So you cannot provide any evidence that there is any actual regulatory enforcement. I believe you, by the way, Mr. Kiernan, that that is occurring, but you cannot come to a committee and say that with no evidence. You have to provide us some evidence.
Law. Where do you think you are? Why, hold on. Do we have to come along and give you evidence?
I am at an Oireachtas committee that has a statutory footing, and you have privilege when you sit in here, and it is very serious, and what's happening to those people are very serious. So you can be flippant about it if you want, but it's very serious.
I'm not being flippant.
And if you're going to come in here and say you're not going to talk about it, do us at least the courtesy of explaining why. That's all.
But we've told
My time is up, Chair. I'll hand back to you.